Okay, where's the crash out? Where's the crash out? I got moderately lucky. That was the one. This one? This one? My biggest Master Duel Master Chef crash out ever? This one? This isn't funny anymore, Joseph! I love the thumbnail!
Welcome back to the worst, least favorite part of my mental health deterioration, aneurysm creating, tumor inducing tirade. It is once again time for another chef review. Now, let's talk about what we did this week. So, I created a very good strategy. I made a cool deck. The prompt was to reduce our life points and then gain it back. I designed a deck that paid our life points down.
Oh my god, this is 50
created a Psychic
minutes.
and Punisher, which then attacked our own monster utilizing Assault Direction Armor, whatever it's called.
Would have been cool if we got to
Gaining
see
the life
it.
point with the Medic, back with the Psychic and
didn't
Punisher,
really get
and
to see
attacking
it
our
because
opponent for a game with the Psychic
somebody
and Punisher.
left.
It was genius.
I
it
bet
was
we're gonna have
fantastic,
like
and it
15
set up a
minutes
board,
dedicated
stopped
to
the
that
opponent from
part.
playing,
I
set up that
can't
combo
believe
for the
he
turn
left.
2 for the big funny OTK, which we performed against Gage. He didn't let us actually do it, but it did exactly what it needed to. Actually fulfilled the prompt and the combo, and I thought it was beautiful. So let's see if the judge understood that. Let's see if the person
Can we
who
make him
actually
2 times
was
faster? That might
responsible
actually
for
be
putting together an analysis and review of this actually understood.
1.5?
This is good. Wait, so this foolish burial.
Damn, you must have done that in the game, right? Yeah, I before he hit the red button, yeah, I actually did, basically.
Hello, hello. Pee pee poo poo. Poo 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 pee. Hello,
Do you notice how he's just like,
hello. Pee pee poo poo.
hold on, this is an auto import. That's what's going on.
Oh, it was
I just
auto?
realized this is just auto importing.
Poo poo pee pee poo. Poo 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 pee. How?
Well, for those of you who don't know, you can use the Untapped app to download YDK files and import your deck list. So to come here
Can't even
and cook up a
input it
dish,
by hand.
which is the equivalent of buying takeout from the drive-thru of McDonald's, bringing it to the gourmet meal presentation, reheating it in a microwave, and then presenting your constructed aroma deck. By
Me
the way,
showing up
that's
at the
what you did, Joseph.
potluck.
How do I not have a fucking Malay ass? Poo poo pee pee poo.
Me showing up at the potluck with just like
Poo poo poo
a whole
pee pee poo.
spread of like
You know, the one I
Taco
feel like
Bell.
Third Jasmine. Poo 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 pee. Poo poo pee pee. Pee pee poo poo poo. Poo 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 poo.
I think what's definitely going in the deck is that's it. That's the deck.
Deck that you Griggle. Right, so here's where we're ending up. This is the shell of the very capable Plant Link deck that uses a copy of
That's his deck. That's his deck. That's it. That's the list.
Genus Loci to do the entire Plant Link combo. I've railed
And it got
Farfa for doing this
second.
in the past, but I think that this is like the scenario
Guys,
in
this
which it
got
actually
second.
makes sense, because over the course of the combo, you're going to take damage by using Sunvine Sowing to summon Sunseed
Sorry.
Twin. Then you're going to gain life points based off Aramage
I'm just
Laurels
gonna- I'm
and
just gonna
Angelicas
go
with a whole bunch of
and
You
jazz.
skipped his
Submit
part? Wait, what
my-
part? My part?
I'm just gonna go
Oh,
submit
well, I mean, what is there to
my
skip? Like, I was there.
copy
Opponent
deck.
won. I think what's
as
definitely going
well
in the deck is
from,
Upstart Goblin. So that's just going to give our opponent more
the
life
meta-
points. I'm the judge. Please
the
do not play
meta
Upstart.
list
Okay,
deck
let's go.
site.
Wait, what? That's just going to give our opponent more life points. I'm the judge. I'm the guy who did the Master Chef prompt this week. Can I ask you to pretty please include the clip of Farfa during Devil when he reads out loud? I'm the one who made the prompt. If you play Upstart, I'm giving you last place and shrugs it off. Please do not play Upstart. Okay. Okay, let's go. Wait, no, but no. Someone in the Twitch chat said, I'm the judge, don't play Upstart. What? There's collectively over 2,000 people here.
It's true.
On Twitch and YouTube. How
It's
am I
true.
supposed to just actually think it was him?
It's
Do you know how
true.
many people in my chat show up and say, Farfa, Joe Biden
Sorry,
here,
did he
please
just-
cease and desist
he
playing
didn't
Burger.
show-
But, like, people show
He
up and
didn't
say
show up with
anything.
a
Wait, okay,
wrench.
so are you kidding? I'm just gonna get last place now.
Okay.
That's it.
Didn't
Like, I'm
show
just,
up with a check mark.
I read that out loud and I thought it was just some random yapper. Like, what? Oh, I'm like seriously getting last place for this. Come on, dude.
To plants.
Of the very capable Plant Link deck.
All right, so I don't actually need to read the deck profile of this idiot, right? Oh, come on, really? I got reverse trolled, basically. I'm just getting last now. That's it. Like, what? There's no joke
It's
here. I'm
kind of
just
true
last because
though.
of
When
this.
Duel Locks first showed up
Come
in my
on,
deck,
man.
I'm in my stream. I was also like, is this
Well,
real?
whatever. I guess I know I'm last. Can I just say, at least
Real?
I'm consistent with my views of
Wait,
how
so
this
this
should go
check
down, right?
mark-
Am I or am I not? If I make a bad cook, I literally admit to it, and I conclude that it was a bad cook.
Has he ever admitted he has done a bad cook, guys? Guys, be real with me. Be honest. Be fair. Has he ever admitted he did a bad cook? Sometimes? Which ones? Which ones? Which ones did he say he was bad in? At least once? He has nothing to admit to. Last episode was bad? Okay. So if he admitted it was bad, he couldn't have. He didn't crash out last episode, right? Because he said it was bad, right? Because he acknowledged that he didn't do such a good job. So he was very gracious during the entire episode, conceding that he didn't deserve first place, and if he was losing, it was a fault of his own making, right? He took responsibility. Yeah, he like, yeah. Okay, I'll hold you guys to it. Yeah. I'll go check that. I'll go fact check that and see.
Ago, I said that my deck was not that interesting. It was just basically Inzektor. See, when you technically follow the prompt, the judge might love that. But at that point, they're just asking you to play their deck, their pet deck, which is like, is that really the point of the show? So Joseph and his deck list here. Now, when you say that Joseph followed the prompt, would you say that Joseph followed the prompt?
I don't think you, as a judge, should have.
It is the same thing as technically following the prompt.
Ideal
but
deck
the issue is you don't
that
just technically have to follow the prompt.
Play,
you have to make it entertaining. This is just a constructed, optimized Aramage deck. I guess he's thrown in some Simulchis to try and pretend to be funny, which didn't even come up. It's like, it's a deck that puts up like 4 or 5 disruptions, and then just
like if
destroy
I said, like, I want you guys to make
and then have
cute
follow-up
monster
and
deck, and then they played Melfi, I'm like,
technically follow the prompt because he takes damage with the Sunlight
you
Zoning and gains
chose
the
my
life points.
Melfi deck I wanted to see played. Good job in guessing what cute meant.
There's nothing interesting here. This is not interesting. That's the... I'm consistent, okay? Because
he doesn't crash out about his own deck.
3-0 with the Inzektor episode. 1-0 my games, 3-0 with the judge's favor.
Just everyone
else's. What did I say?
else's.
I admitted the deck wasn't interesting. I admitted I didn't really have any idea, so I just went with it. I'm consistent. You can't say I'm not consistent. All right? This is just a constructed deck that is not entertaining. At least my strategy was cool. All right.
I did.
Okay. We don't need to see this chain link resolve. You got it.
Like, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The full Aramage setup with multiple interruptions, coughing baby, hydrogen bomb.
So I'm ready for you to deconstruct this on your stream, but the unfortunate truth is there is some really interesting stuff here.
reaction. Let's go. All
right, let's just do a side here. But no die. Oh, no, you are playing die. Okay.
Doug is all
This is just
Dude,
the same.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that I'm playing an aroma deck similar to an aroma deck?
Yes. That's just your deck. It's just Arrow Mages, man. There's nothing. It's just Arrow Mages. What do you mean? That's not interesting. You didn't cook anything up. You bought a pre-made burger from McDonald's, reheated it, and
I agree, though. I do agree.
Do you want Big Mac, milady?
I didn't see
On
this part.
guard for you, my dear. This is garbage. What do you mean? Holy crap!
This was
really want to go to 3250. What's going on at 3250 that I did? Did I get the timestamp right?
I wanna watch that part again. Hang on. I need to see that in normal speed. Can I see his French? Oui, Big Mac.
Dented it, milady. Do you want Big Mac, milady? On guard for you, my dear. This is garbage. What do you mean? Holy crap. Okay, you really want me to go to 3250? What's going on at 3250 that I did? Did I get the timestamp right?
Oh my god. Milady.
Kill him! You gained enough! You gained enough to kill him!
They
Yeah,
just
let's start with the
Doug, why are you listening to them? They just wanted the game over.
Yeah, it's true.
I've got some cool things to show off.
I also have some cool things to show off, so maybe you should fucking shut your mouth. Oh my god, did I really brick? I didn't.
I have
this is
some
our
fun
face
things to
first.
show off.
so-
Shows
Wait,
off the
what am I
exact
to be
like
cool about,
tutorial
okay?
of how
I
to
have no
play
hand traps, so I'm very
Aroma
cool now. Go
Seraphim.
ahead.
No, I don't. That's not what I mean. That's not what I mean. I understand that you have no hand traps.
Wait.
I'm saying I need you to be
52
cool about the
cards.
first play that I make, okay? Because I know I'm going to do it. And
Yeah.
someone in this
You can literally hear him watching the TNT.
Seed.
Wait, in the back, he's basically watching a VOD to play out his go. He didn't mute his audio?
cool me, okay?
I have no hand traps.
Do
Maybe
something,
give me
and I need you to
yeah,
be.
My hand is amazing.
Oh my god, what the fuck? You can hear it! It's in 2 times speed. Listen carefully.
My god, did I really brick? I didn't. This is
My hand is amazing, so...
Caught in 4K high fucking definition. He just has a video in the background of his own
And it's not
combo,
even
own
muted.
deck that-
It's not
Do you know
even
what
muted,
the funny
guys.
thing about TMTs is he doesn't make them himself. He has his community give him a deck list or give him the replays, and he just commentates over them. This is just cheating within cheating within cheating. It's crazy that he gets away with this. How does he do this? This is oh my, you can actually hear the TMT double 2 times speed in the background. Oh my god. I'm going insane. I'm crashing out, dude. I think if this combo was actually produced on stream, it would have been all. Wait, hold on.
That's true.
Okay, no, there's 9. Construct this on your
That
stream,
is
but
true.
All right, let's just
That's
do
like
a...
something I
This-
agree. I think I also wouldn't be as understanding of Farfa if he rethought it through and then came to the conclusion himself that he basically remade an aromatherapy, right? If he like went through the cards individually and was looking at aromatherapy and just kind of like, okay, I think we're gonna play the basic aromatherapy deck and then like think about some extra things we sprinkle and how to like improve it. At least there was a thought process. At least there was like an attempt, right? He came to the conclusion that the best solution was kind of meta. And it's just like, what can you do? Then I'm like, well, yeah, well, I can't argue. But like, just taking someone else's homework. Who takes someone else's homework is hilarious. Yeah. It's not a serious thing. This is his show. I mean, he could do what he wants. Sure, it's his show, right? I feel like, what is he intentionally trying to make Farfa mad? Like, is this a deliberate decision on MBT's part to choose the most rage-inducing strategy possible? Like, you know, like, oh, sure. Just like, let me just go on to my own show that I don't have to try that hard in, copy a meta deck list, and learn how to do it while I'm playing it. That's like me playing a Final Fantasy raid and I'm watching the dungeon guide on the side. Like, you, sir, are running your own show. You should at least know how to do it yourself. The entire point of the series is making people mad. He was like, guys, get the cameras. I bet we can make Farfa even madder this time. And the ratings are gonna be incredible.
Is just
Dude,
the
wait a
same.
minute. Are you telling me that I'm playing an aroma deck similar to an aroma deck?
Yes, that's
No
it.
way.
It's just a
Crazy.
constructed deck. That's all you did. You just played aroma. That's it. That's your deck.
Can you post your punk deck real quick? I gotta see.
Yeah,
some.
yeah, let's see the punk deck.
Let's see the punk deck.
What? What's the problem with my deck?
Let's see the punk deck.
What?
That's
It's, yeah,
true,
it's got a
you're
punk
also the
engine.
raid
Do you normally
leader,
see
and
three
you're
other-
watching the video and
Guidance
just
Missile in
repeating
Punk?
it.
Do you normally see a horse engine? Do you normally see muscle
You're
in that
not
deck?
even like coming up with the strategy yourself.
There you go.
So if this is, hold on, if this is just punk and then one guy in one trap, I'm
One
totally
guy.
fine.
Okay, no, there's 9 all the traps are different, but I mean, you can
I think
Horus
Farfa
Punk
has
otherwise.
lost
Doesn't
at
work with
least
Rainbow
like
Life.
The guy
5
who
years of
says
his
Farfa because
life
they're playing Horus Punk does not get to criticize
from pure
me.
rage.
He does not get to criticize
from
me when
this
his deck
show.
is just aroma. Self-net decked. Self-plagiarized as well.
Or attack guidance, is that what it is? Or?
You need both of them.
Oh, both.
Oh,
Okay.
so the combo is a 4-card combo.
It's just
anyway.
try.
Yeah.
Hey,
What is the?
Hey, Punk draws like 2 cards in its standard combo, which you do with deck thinning. You have the Horus cards to also draw 3 with the coach trainer if necessary, and on top of that, if you have extenders, you can go start Yugioh to draw. You have so much draw power on this. What are you talking about?
The trap called the redirect thing. What is that called? So I can look attack up? guidance.
Rainbow
card.
Life.
Gain like 10,000 life points, and then the pep attacks you for game. So I pay my way
That
down
would
with
be cool
the punks.
if we saw that.
Yeah, it would have been cool if we saw that. Why didn't we get to see it? Why didn't we get to see it? Been cool if we saw that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
scoop.
Here.
Would have been awesome to see that. I think if we
I
saw this, it would have
wonder.
been cool.
If only
I think
something
this
could have
combo showed
prevented
up,
it.
it would be kind of interesting. I think if this
prevented-
combo was actually
if
produced on screen
only-
and shown in the video, it would have been quite good. If this combo
It's too
was
bad the show isn't like
If
build
only
a deck and then
something
talk about the
didn't
combo and
prevent
it's
us
actually played.
from seeing how cool that combo was. If only it wasn't a deliberate decision,
did
right?
turn 1, proceeded to turn 2 to do the combo, and then Gage just left. You're not allowed to do that. You can't just go. Like, that's not my
I
job.
predict at least a 15-minute crash out about this part.
It's not my
like-
fault. He
It's just
surrendered.
like you show up to the judging portion of MasterChef and you're like, chefs, I made a beautiful duck with white wine reduction, and then you hand them like a half-eaten McDonald's burger.
No, I
Which is what you did. Which is literally what you did. Which is literally what
No
you did.
self-awareness
Which is what
there.
you did. That is literally what you re-hated your Wendy's and you presented it.
Look at the
Judge,
sniper
look at my knee.
triangle.
What is he talking about? Oh.
actually do feel bad for Nadir because, like I mentioned earlier, he's the only one that hasn't scooped early to prevent something.
I have
But
never
was
scooped
thinking
early.
of-
I've literally never scooped early.
Of the 3 people that have done that, 2 of them were against Nadir. So like,
I have never done
okay,
it.
I didn't realize.
All the scoops have been against me. Yeah, the guy who makes cool decks.
I've literally never
Two
done
are
it. What are you
against
talking
Cool
about?
decks.
That you
Cool
both-
in
Wait, who's lying? Who's
quotation.
lying? I've done that against me. Like, I never did that to Doug. When did I do that? Every time I
I have not. What are you
Wait, hold on. No. Okay. Was Gage did it to Doug or to who?
saying?
what happened in the Earthbound episode?
I won. I won.
Yeah, how did Joseph win the Earthbound episode? Do you guys want to remember what the Earthbound episode? Do you guys remember what the Earthbound episodes happened? Do you remember what happened in the Earthbound episode? Do you remember what happened in the Earthbound duel? What was the Earthbound combo that Joseph did to win the Earthbound prompt? The Earthbound prompt during the Earthbound duel of the Earthbound mirror. What were the Earthbound cards Joseph used? Flashing Fire, Runic Flashing Fire, Runic Freezing Curses, and Runic Sleeper. Slumber. Cool. So we just cosplayed Josh for an entire week and he just got away with it and he got first place with it, by the way.
Won that game!
Good.
Go back and check!
I know, because
I
you did
didn't
the
watch
thing.
that episode,
That's not
but what?
scooping! That's
Okay,
not
that's fair,
conceding!
that's fair.
You
I
played
That's
Runic?
beat me!
Okay, and with what deck and archetype did you beat me with,
Not
Joseph?
stun, right?
Are you telling me sandwich
Very,
for...
very Earthbound,
That's
by the
crazy
way.
that you activate 4 Runic
Love the
cards in
Earth
one turn and
machines.
0 Earthbounds and then claim you're playing an Earthbound deck. That is unhinged. That in one turn we resolve Fountain, Curses, Fire, Slumber, and I think maybe even a Hugin or a Jerry on the opponent's turn, and he gets to say that he won with Earthbound, by the way.
White Fusion wasn't a good play. I think Nadir should have been, winning that first episode.
All right,
Hold on,
I
hold on.
won't concede anymore. I won't do that anymore. I know
Oh,
it's good for like a bit of
great.
whatever.
Yeah, now that the knife is 9 inches in my back, you pull it out 3 inches and call it progress. Shoutouts to Malcolm X. Thank you, Malcolm
No problem,
fucking
buddy.
X
I got you,
Gage.
dude.
9 inches.
That was
you, buddy. No
Malcolm
problem.
X? Oh.
And obviously Joseph's first
I
thought when
was
he
just
hears that
thinking
is
Caesar.
9 inches. Alright, apparently I need to go to 101.35 before we get to the judging portion. I fucking disrupted you
Nadir,
to say you cooked.
I think, not to encourage you to do this, I think you are the only person that has not done the scoop before the opponent does the play.
Oh, this is
Great
the
strategy
proof.
though, that's really
Cotton
cool.
for a
Fantastic.
K.
You scoop before you see anything. What do you say? I got 4 fruit cards face down.
He's like scratched his head. Who is that? What is that handsome fellow? What did he just
Get to
do
the judging.
on screen?
Tell me what the judges said this
Very
week.
funny
Incredible
thing.
episode.
So hilarious.
I got you, buddy. No problem.
What an incredible episode. Thanks to everyone that cooked. Gotta start
What is going on here? What is happening?
off fourth place. Everyone knows. Fourth, I'm so sorry. But just the...
Whoa. My video. What are you doing?
Oh, my bad.
The cook chair. Is there a lore behind that chair?
What is
Why does
All right,
it call
now in
that?
fourth, it is actually going to be Farfa. You start
See, like,
How?
I can't believe
with
the
upstart. What are you doing?
twist
You're
was
healing your opponent,
he's still fourth.
not yourself. Automatic fourth place. Remember
I was causing a life point deficit.
that chatter in Twitch that told you, oh, if you activate upstart, you're going to get fourth place, and you wrote him off? That was me. Last place.
How was I supposed to know that? Look at all these. Excuse me, Twitch chat. If your name is Barack Hussein Obama, can you type 1, please? Only tell the truth, okay? Don't lie. Okay. How am I supposed to know that was a legitimate,
He pulls
actual
up
judge in the
his
chat?
chat.
I can't know that. How am I?
You guys would
how?
never lie on the
I
internet,
saw someone in the
right?
chat say, I'm the judge. Your
Never.
mom- That's the same as like saying my uncle works for Rockstar and he has a copy of GTA 6 for you if you play Upstart Farfa. Like, I don't know that. Oh damn, you're too popular and have so many chatters. How am I supposed to know who the guy? Wait, it was something. There he
It's
is.
true. It's true. It must be
I'm
hard
actually
to
demoting
being
you to fifth
so
place. I warned you.
popular.
How do I know? How am I supposed to differentiate between you and all of the other
Must
my
be
uncle
so
works at
hard to
Konami
keep
employees
up
in the
with
chat?
this
How am I
chat.
supposed to know that you're the real person? I can't know this. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm losing to this.
Top 3 was actually pretty hard. All 3 of you
How? What is he talking? In which universe is the guy who is literally playing his own self-plagiarized video in the background as he does his? That's the funny thing. Joseph doesn't know his combo. That's so. Joseph didn't just bring up the TMT testing of Arrow Mages from 6 years ago during the deck profile. He brought it up in the middle of the because he doesn't even know the combo. He doesn't
true.
even
He
know
didn't
his
even know
own
the
combo.
combo.
How is in which universe am I supposed to play Upstart?
You guys
He
can't
just
blame me for
copy-pasted the
not
video
knowing
from-
Rika Arrow Mage,
not fair.
Sun Avalon either, right?
MDT, there were
I
like 2 things I
tried
said.
for
Heal
hours
is not
to
life
learn
point, go
that
up.
loner
It's go
deck, and I
down
was
and go back
not
up.
learning it.
Wait, but
Even
like,
he
yo,
didn't
listen, not to
know it.
defend MBT, but that's literally what the deck
So
does.
I feel
It
so
goes down and then it goes back up.
validated in
That's what's going
thinking
as effective.
Rika is just
Started by going
impossibly
Gage, you
hard,
did-
and it's not my
Wait, what?
fault.
That's just not true. The sewing takes damage and then it gains the life. I mean, who gives a shit? It fucking sucks. His
I'm
deck's garbage.
so
You do anything.
valid in saying that deck
Heartbreaking.
is so.
That's it. That's all the analysis for game.
Unnecessarily
You didn't
difficult.
do anything.
I'm like, I got Pet
There's
on
no
Rika in
re-
the
there's no
graveyard. Now
review.
what?
This is the
I don't
worst judging
understand. How do I
ever.
get the
And you
boss
started by going
monsters
Gage,
out?
You didn't do anything. Heartbreaking. Doug,
This is the worst judge.
I don't even remember.
I don't know how we somehow topped. God, who was worse than this? Like Dyer, play 5s, haha. But you're not allowed to play any like archtypes, which we shoehorned
You're
in
right.
after
Next
the
time
fact.
I'll
by the
just
way.
bring up
It wasn't
MBT's
memorable.
TMT.
Third place,
True,
I'm gonna have to
true,
give it to
true.
Gage. Your deck was-
Next time I play,
Sorry, Joseph is in top 2
stream,
now.
I'll be like,
Not-
I got this,
the guy
guys.
who
I
net
don't
decked-
need to
I'm sorry,
anymore.
I'm just
Pulls
repeating
up
myself over and over and over and over
YouTube
again. The
guide
guy
and
who
just
is
plays whatever it
copy-pasting his
says
own deck
to
list,
me
which isn't even his own deck
as
list.
a
It's a deck list that he
stream
stole back
idea.
6 years
Perfect.
ago. Copy the list, copy the combo
Don't
in the middle
even
of
need
the
you
chef
guys
game, like,
anymore.
and
I
then,
just
like, I'm sorry,
why didn't I think of it
So,
in the first
this
place? Just
judge-
follow a
I'm not trying to
guide.
do like a whole Humegalol thing, but I didn't know who this person was. I'm not aware of who they were in the Yu-Gi-Oh community. I'm not sure who this is. This was presented to me as Joseph's friend. Joseph's friend has put Joseph in the top 2 of his own series. Now, I'm not trying to accuse anyone of anything, but that seems very convenient that Joseph's friend puts Joseph, the guy who didn't do anything, might as well just went AF. You know the deck building portion? You guys know there's like 30 minutes of deck building, like sweating out, like, I gotta come up with a combo, this doesn't work, play test this part, oh shit, this engine's bad, and I'm sitting there like, fuck, running out of time. Joseph's just like payphoning, literally importing a deck list.
And remove voter bias.
You know the meme of like the Maroon 5?
What do you think? Right? Oh, they're only voting for Joseph because they're Joseph's friends. Surely guys would never.
Just put him first. Just put him first, please.
Place is gonna have to be MBT.
Have this bias and or think to like
pretend?
josh around.
Why didn't you just put him first? I know you wanted to put him first. It would have just been better if you just made him first. Just admit to it.
Farfa
Make it nice and
can
clear.
prove this point and test it with his own friends.
It was sick, but you went.
Sick play! Sick! Like, he got the trap and did the combo? Which combo? The combo from the TMT? From when? TMT Arrow Mage MBT. Is this the one? Oh, it's only a year old? Oh, shit. Okay.
It's a year old now? Was it
Great
Aroma
MasterChef
Surfer that
episodes.
long ago? Actually, maybe.
Good episode.
I thought Aroma Surfer came out...
How do I save that? How do I save this? Like, I want this to be my
It did come
wallpaper.
out briefly after I started playing Master
This is going to be my
Duel,
wallpaper.
I think. And I started a year ago.
I win an episode of Chef again. How do I set as wallpaper? Make it set as wallpaper. Go. How do I do that? It's not working.
He got new support recently.
Okay. Oh, all right.
Maybe
back to the
Farfa's friend.
awesome, amazing video
I'm
here.
not saying I would
So who's
put him
even first?
first either,
The other way
okay?
around. Doug,
I'm
Vampire
saying he's
Cool
valid.
It was not Punk,
I'm
which is what everyone else
hearing
did.
him.
It's getting
Everyone else? 2 people? Everyone
first
else?
place.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not mad about Doug getting first place. What I'm mad about is the fact that the guy who...
You know what I
Going
think
in
is
third. Going in
crazy?
third. Let's just move on. This was a
There's
bad
half
episode,
of
bad
video
judge, bad
left.
prompt. My
Guys,
deck was
we
so
went
cool.
through the
I'm
whole
sorry,
video.
Like, I'm not trying to like fillet myself too
has
much here. But come on, you can't say that this was a cool strategy. I created a storyline. I wasn't trying to
25
hone in on the
minutes or
prompt
so
specifically and focus in on this one little
complaining left
specificity
in
of
him.
life point go down and go back up. We created this cool combo where you set up your punk board, you disrupt your opponent on the turn 1, it comes back to you on the turn 2, you attack with the medicine man, he redirects with the trap card into my own Psychic End Punisher, healing back all of the damage I took and then killing with the Psychic End Punisher. We tested it in solo mode, it was really cool, it was actually an interesting cook, and I don't understand how that got 2 places behind the self-net deck.
He just couldn't get out both of them, right? He couldn't get out.
This is why I hate Gage. Instead of talking, he
and
sits there and
Pep at the
telepathically
same
projects his
time.
thoughts into everyone's heads without them knowing and smiles about it. I want to love the series, but I can't until there's clear rules about the participant psychic powers. I was a teenager
I
as
was
a kid.
reading
This
the
is a quote of all time. Did he put the solo mode?
I was
thing?
a
don't know.
teenager as a kid.
How are we on
Hey,
4 months of
somebody
this?
else
Insanity they haven't
quoted him
sent
at the
pipe bombs
same-
to each other.
The same thing I
Watching
quoted
Farfa
him
Gage
for.
have the most insane Crashout while Joseph Camley plays Plantling is too funny. They know the fraud. They know the fraud. Gage's ventriloquism is impressive. MasterChef viewed from the... What? I don't understand this bit. What is this joke here? Is there like a minor editing mistake where Gage talks with it when his lips are moving or something? Your combo in solo mode was put in... Oh, was it? Okay, sick. Shout out to Dyer. See,
I didn't notice the
she understood that we did a
either.
cook here. MasterChef viewed from the lens of a cooking show is like every chef cooking up something mid, but then trying their best to sabotage or poison the other contestants' dishes. Kind of a fire cooking show idea. You can literally hear
No,
Joseph watching
actually-
10-minute testing in the background.
Actually, I'm a big...
That's not fair.
I was like a big fan of the Try Guy, so I watched a lot of
literally
Try
just
Guys
listen to the fact that
videos
Dyer
where they
didn't
did
even edit out is so
exactly
goated.
that.
Oh my god, this is so
Where they're
ass.
just like
Think
so
about, I like my
bad
MVPs
at
that he cured my
cooking
sleep
because
issues.
they're
Last thing I remember
cooking
from him
without
is
a
almost something
recipe.
low-key and I blanked out.
And the
I do think
entire
it's funny, everyone
episode is
fulfilled their
not
meme
them
stereotypes
cooking
this
right.
week. MVP
It's
brings a
just
generic
them
meta deck people from
talking
TNT.
down
Gage
the
cooks too
other
hard with the combo, he's not
people's
even sure works.
dishes.
Doug brings the most dated deck by far.
It's
Farfa
such a
mauls all extra
hilarious
regardless of how good
series.
bad his deck is and follows the prompt. Wow, so the guy who actually participates in the whole purpose of the show is correct as always. Shocking. Weird. Not to make a silly YouTube series deeper than it is, but Chef is so fucking good because it makes a parody out of the constant optimization style thinking of the Yu-Gi-Oh community. You can't make the perfect list for the show. It's impossible. Your choices don't matter. Excuse me. The guy came here with an optimized Arrow Mage. Prompt, I don't care what you play, make your opponent as angry as possible. This is the greatest show. Two people just don't get to show their combo. I love it. I love watching their blood pressure raise. Prompt guy in 4 spam and Farfa's channel
I
explains his
want
combo.
a heart rate monitor on
saying his current
Farfa.
deck will get 4th is peak cinema.
For this
I got
series.
200 new viewers, made me almost fall out of my seat laughing.
I think it's an
Wait, what was
untapped
the
market.
context for this
I
one again?
want
I
a
think it was
blood
Gage did
pressure
something.
cuff
What was this about?
and the heart rate monitor
7
on
minutes
him.
in and Farfa definitely has the
Free
coolest idea. So
idea.
naturally I'm predicting he
Free
won't get the
idea,
combo off
sirs.
mauled and get 4th place since it didn't work. But it's like, it didn't. Gage just laughed. He just laughed. You can't do that. You crashed out about dropping 200. Yeah, but why did I lose 200 viewers? There was a reason for it. Because like Gage was doing something. Because he scooped to me? Right, okay. Yeah, something to do with that. While Farfa was crashing out this entire episode, I think his rant shows how deep the show itself can be. Depending on the prompt, you might want a combo that goes first because it does not rely on your opponent, but like Doug says, you don't always have to do a combo to follow the prompt. That leaves you more at the mercy of your opponent to let you show off your deck. The series has nuance in that you also need to think if the deck Wait, there's just dot. There's no read more button. The most shocking thing
Did
is
you
episode
just
was learning that half of them
reply
don't know how to write in cursive. Then forgetting the
The
prompt or the
cursive
wild
route
tweets
made it
Gage
in.
made ages ago, but the fact that Doug is using modern cards like SP and Typhon. Many things happened here. It's impressive how
I
Fire managed to
know,
take this and
the
make it
fact
into
that
something
Doug knows modern cards is the most shocking part of it
Doug is the
all.
imposter. This may be the greatest episode for Crashout's complaining of all time. Why is Gage so out of sync? Every episode, Farfa gets progressively more annoying by orders of magnitude until he reaches his final form, which will be an entire episode where all he does is scream the word prompt for an hour. He's really the best to ever do it. I'm convinced that Chef is a CIA experiment to drive YouTuber viewers. Thank you for not cutting Joseph's 3-minute-long Delta rune cover. It was mission critical for the success of the episode. My favorite series that my wife begs me to turn down because of all the screaming. Should have one time where Farfa gets a normal prompt while the rest of you get the prompt on deck just to make Farfa get even angrier. Hey, I'll pass if you let me combo. Negates Gage's combo, ignoring the deal. Mr. BT and Editor San, these guys are replying to me forever. The best part of the series isn't Nadir Malt, that's not how you spell my name. It's how annoyed Joseph gets by the second duel because of Nadir's bullshit. The second duel because of my bullshit?
Like this.
What bullshit? Oh, you mean where I use my pump card to disrupt my opponent in the exact same way that he played out both of his duels?
Like, just straight.
Huh? Is that a hypocrite? Farfa's combo would have been great if he didn't absolutely fumble it against bad vampires and pivot from it to set up a bunch of negates. Okay, to be fair, when you have 30 minutes to plan out a deck and your combo, and then you miss out like this one little tiny restriction, yeah, okay, dude, it's my bad. Heavenly Dragon is one effect per turn only once that turn. There's not that many cards in Yu-Gi-Oh that say that, okay? My bad.
Yeah, it's pretty hard.
Just watching Joseph Doug burst out laughing after Gage surrender is hilarious.
Very hard to cook.
Gage tells Farfa, hey man, if you let me combo, I'm not gonna win it. We'll just pass it back to you before their duel, but Farfa still decides that he has to put up 3 negates. Dude, how? So this comment has almost 900 likes. In case Farfa sees this while scrolling post-track, keep it up, dude, this shit's great. Fuck you! Gage tells Farfa, hey man, I feel like I'm not gonna win, we'll just pass it back to you before their duel, but Farfa still decides he has to put up 3 negates. Gage begs him and tells him that they will both be able to do the combo, but Farfa's not listening, he deserves this. So, this is a great comment, almost 1,000 people like this. This is a great comment on the assumption that Gage doesn't lie. Do you see the problem with this assumption? Like, yeah, this is all well and true, assuming that Gage honors the agreement.
See, this is Gage.
And as you guys know, Master Chef is renowned for honoring agreements.
Gage.
MBT's first move, pay 1,000 life. Prompt guy, what the fuck? Your life points only went up. Who's prompt guy? Is this supposed to be me or the judge? Stop calling me prompt guy. Like, that's not my stuff.
I can't believe he shouted prompt so much that he became the prompt
Is
guy.
there a card with prompt in the name? I gotta see this.
That's crazy.
God, why is the Yu-Gi-Oh website so ass? Oh, search.
Oh,
Prompt.
sorry. You're right. This was Gage. But I meant this was Doug for. This was Doug for.
I have a new favorite card. Prompt
leaving.
horn. Is it
dipping.
prompt thorn or prompt horn? It's definitely prompt horn, right? Farfa wins, Farfa cries.
Horn?
Farfa loses, Farfa cries. Farfa does nothing, Farfa cries. Oh, come on, dude. It's not that bad. All right. No, seriously, this is the worst episode of all time. I'm crying tears at how fucking angry I am. This is the worst. Oh, God. I'm actually just dying here. All right. Let's do your chef memes. Can I filter by most likes? All right, here we go. Adding this to the dire is always right, Tyre. Farfa, honestly, I think cut upstar. You can't say think, okay? You can't say think, all right? Because when you say think, if you're wrong, you can just, like, absolve all of your mistakes by saying, oh, but I wasn't sure, you know, I don't know. But if you're correct, then you get to present it in the situation. This is a very hindsight cheating maneuver that you're doing here, okay, Dyer? Every time you shrug off a chatter on MasterChef, he will be there reminding you of the infinite possibilities this chatter is actually a chef in 4th place will come to you like divine punishment. Dude, I guess I should have listened to the Twitch chat. Hey, baby, I'm using plants today. God, I'm the fucking best. I brought plants. Bitch, moan, complain. See, when I bring normal summon Lokai, oh, Farfa, you're just doing plant combo. When he does it, it's based in epic, I guess. Me when first fa, me when 4th fa, or Farfa lost to Jackass. Yeah, this is what you idiots live for. I know. Make a giant life point as a pep was giving like 10,000 attack. I was going to attack with muscle medic. Activate guidance armor. Swap the medic to attack my own pep. Use rainbow light.
Can you do that?
Can you do that? Yes, you can do that.
Can guidance?
I tested it. I did it in solo mode. Maybe you would have seen it if you didn't fucking scoop.
What does that card say? The trap. I'm very. Can you
It works. I tested it in solo mode.
I know it works. I want to know what it says because I've never read that card.
Well, Gage, why don't you tell what it would have said? Because it's on the field right now. Can I flip it? Oh wait, no. You laughed.
Too bad, bro. Too bad. I didn't get the show. Oh man.
Doug, I think this is gonna be.
Listen.
They're both.
It's not cool,
like,
man. It's not cool. Stolen from LVK meme reviewer meme, but it's ultra mad Gage. Oh, Gage is ultra mad. That boy has nothing to be mad about.
Men, by the way.
Farfa and Gage crashing out over not doing their combo. MBT. Yeah, cool combo, Joseph. Me when fuck. Should I block him? Is he just being racist to me? I'm the judge. Please do not play Upstart. I'll ignore that. That was me last play. Okay, well, listen. If I get to be Frieza in this panel, then based.
But you left
Farfa
is
making the
like,
most
it should
complicated
be a
combo. He forgot
soundbite.
what the prompt.
Honestly.
What do you mean? Why are you just making things up? You're just making things up. That's just not true. Why did he say that? Can you go one episode without thinking about Latinas and how you're gonna come all the time, Gage? Can you? I mean, it's a valid point. It's like if we can go one episode where Gage isn't cooming all the time, that would be nice. Punk, aroma,
Is there
and vampires.
something
That's
cut
all of my
out
favorite
from the
decks. I
episode
wonder how the
I
games will
wasn't
go.
aware of?
Yeah, it went great. Nothing bad
Where's the
happened.
context for that?
I would like it measured in small village of children. I would like it
What is this lighting?
What?
Oh my fucking god! I want to punch Glasgow in the cunt. His voice makes me want to kill a small village of children. Anyway,
What?
classic Farfa viewer, you know.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
All right, little
I'm
pinky
very
drag.
cool. I'm really liking the
I-
life point gain
honestly,
that I'm
this
seeing.
fucking sucks ass, Farfa. I gotta be honest. This is fucking terrible.
Anyway,
So you know if you win without
Okay.
life point gaining, you've done nothing, right?
so you are aware
Just
that this is
target
you are aware that this is a combo, right? Like we are getting to the combo. I know you guys like. What is these Coco Melon duelists, by the way? They're sitting here complaining that I didn't technically follow the prompt. I'm like in the middle of the combo. Like, hello? Aren't aware of this because
It's
what you do is
true,
you
it's
just
true.
play a meta deck and then put some prompt
He's
cards in.
talking.
But
Okay,
a
tell
true
me
chef-
what you're doing right
I'm
now.
looking. No, I'm not gonna give away the surprise. I'm getting there. Like what? It's so ironic that Gage is the one who says I'm waiting. Jeez, these guys, dude. All right, let's bounce
Sorry,
away
we'll let the
stuff
foreplay happen. Jesus.
here. Yeah, I know.
Actually, I think it's interesting.
Oh, there's the Heavenly Dragon.
He's all pointing out the parts that I noticed as well watching it the first time around.
Wait a second. You're saying the prompt is important in the prompt show?
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it? Because sometimes hasn't there been episodes
Can I
where
do my
say I'm
combo?
going to follow the prompt? Do your fucking combo.
Well,
I'm
okay,
gonna
you have to
activate-
admit though, just saying you're following the prompts. Follow the
What do you
prompt.
mean just saying I follow the prompt? I did more than just follow. Whatever. Como se dice MBT en Otto Frauden? El imposter. Shan Chuyo. Pierre del Voto.
imposter?
Juntos en Scropolis. Gandhi Sima Farsa.
I don't know
Massimo
any of these
Atraca.
other
Tekido
languages.
Tuoto. Mustafa El Votar. Pedro das Trampas. Oh yeah, Pedro the Tramp. Yeah, cool. That's my name from now on. Let's have a calm episode. No negates, no scoops. Chef, 10 minutes later. Doe did this to me last time, remember? Are you spelling Doug with a H? Like Doe? We should have done it with him. Complain some more, missile muscle medic. I stopped your combo, you stopped my combo by leaving. Too bad, fuck you. Okay, these are turning into civilian memes. Okay, last one. Gage willing to let Farfa do his combo when he allows him to do the combo. Farfa negating every single card from Gage. Why didn't Gage let me show my combo? Again, I'll repeat myself. This is very logical and makes sense, assuming Gage doesn't just lie. Ugh. Trust the opponents on the show, Farfa. Just why didn't you trust in the people who regularly lie to you? Like, what are you saying? Trust the people who
He
regularly
has
lie
no
to you. What do you
trust
want me to say
left
about
in
that?
him.
Farfa skipped my meme. I would never skip a GCD meme.
She's
Where are you?
literally like...
Oh, Farfa ignored. Well, I saw this and it was just a generic YouTube video. Farfa ignoring the poor Twitch chatter in order to focus on his important chef combo, only to be given 4th place as a result. But at least he learned an important lesson. Rich man insults poor man, instantly regrets it. And there it is, right there, the conclusion to the single worst chef, worst prompt, worst episode we've had.
You want to see the Bob?
Thanks everyone
Oh,
for
you
tuning in.
wanna redeem
Appreciate you
for
all
that?
for coming to another
Maybe.
episode of the worst episode, the worst series. I hate this one. Leave a comment down below saying prompt guy if you also are mad. Peace out. Good night.
Bam.
I have to go film another fucking episode of this bullshit. Bye bye.
What's up?
So you're the prompt guy.
Yeah.
Oh, he
let me
called
start by
him.
saying, I see a lot of your chatters think that I don't play Yu-Gi-Oh. I have multiple tops in Yu-Gi-Oh. I do know how to play
What?
this game.
You have YCS
I play
tops?
Earth Machine.
What's that, play
No,
this game?
regional tops. Well, like, you know, I at least know how to
He
play the game.
what?
And how many Master Duel Master Chef tops do you have?
7, actually.
Can't argue with that.
I will say, yeah.
What?
I will say, if Gage hadn't surrendered against you, I probably would have given you 3rd.
Only
but the
third?
The
What,
only healing you actually did in this episode was to Doug. So I don't know how you could get higher than last place when you did the opposite of the prompt. The prompt was to heal and use healing as a resource. All you did was heal your opponent.
You said
So-
pay life, then heal the life you pay. Was that not the prompt?
Yes, and did you ever heal yourself?
I was going to, and then Gage left.
And that's why I said if Gage hadn't left, you would have been able to heal yourself.
Well,
but
if
you
my
wouldn't.
mom had wheels, she'd be a bicycle. Like, I designed the deck. You have to look at the theory behind the deck and how
What
it
does that
functions. You can't just say,
mean?
well,
My
then-
mom
my
had
favorite deck
wheels,
theory
she'd
was
be a
Gage's.
bicycle?
Gage's combo looked like he was going to be sick. He didn't do anything, though. Was I supposed to give him 1st place because I liked how his deck...
So how did he get higher than me?
Because you healed Doug and you never healed yourself. You did the opposite of the problem.
But I could have. That's the. If your argument is Gage could
You
have done
could
something.
have. Okay, maybe you could
But his
have
deck
one
had the
Olympic
capability
gold.
of it,
So
and
should
it
we
was
give you the
going
gold
to
medal
do
for getting
it.
first
I
place?
kind
If I
of
theoretically without
understand
game plan,
Farfa
that's
here.
conducive of the win condition of getting
Right?
gold, then maybe, yeah, actually.
Well, I
In
like
that
Gage's more, so
case-
should I have given
right,
Gage first?
wait. If in that case, on this show, if I was on this show, I would just keep surrendering. Oh, if my opponents never get to show their combo, and I'm the only one left standing who gets to show my combo, I get to win. Yeah? What's the rules in that, right? Huh? What do you mean? Like, you shouldn't be rewarding that kind of behavior. If you, he himself admitted it. The judge admitted I would improve your standing if he had not left. In that case, it should be valid. It should go through, right? If he said, oh yeah, even if Even if he hadn't left, I wouldn't have changed your combo. But back it up. Okay, fine. Stick to your guns. Stick to your principles. What is the... Why? Then I'm just gonna go and cheat all the time. I'm just gonna... They're gonna beat me? Okay, I'm just gonna dip. I'm gonna dip. Sorry, Judge, because I dipped early, they never fulfilled the prompt. They never healed themselves because I never let them. Technically, did I win? No, but I never let them do the prompt either. Hello? Like, okay, that is the judge himself admitting it. So that doesn't make sense, right? I would be like, okay, there's an argument to be made if you think that his deck, even playing out what it didn't follow the prompt or did something you didn't like. But if it actually would have worked out, I don't understand, right?
What was it about? What was Meiges' win condition?
His combo included paying and healing. Your combo is like hope to randomly draw it. His combo guaranteed it if he did the combo.
My combo did it if I did it. What are you talking about?
If you open a punk engine and also happen to draw into...
That's like 15 cards! Like...
It was like 9.
That's like every
Yu-Gi-Oh! Ziyaman, Foxy Chu.
Let's be real.
About the punk part, the healing part. You had to draw
Yu-Gi-Oh!
exactly
deck, apart from the top few
cards.
meta ones,
Well, that's
are
why
like,
I
you
played punk, because
better
it draws
hope
2
to draw
as part of
it.
its combo. We play
I
Horus to
played
Dex and
Blue
draw
Eyes,
3.
I better hope
and we
to
have Upstart
draw
Goblin.
Sage
Like,
in
there was multiple ways to get to draw. Like, what do you...
made
yeah, it's a shit combo.
you know, like...
Heals your opponent. You should not be healing your opponent.
I'm sorry.
I'm
sorry, not every card is the one.
Common sense. Heal
you
yourself,
know,
not your
Master
opponent.
Chef
What does
of
it matter? If
all
I do both, what does it
series.
matter?
The one where you
It
mix
matters because I'm the
stupid
judge, and the
decks
problem
that
is
don't
heal yourself.
often work.
The whole point of the episode is heal yourself, and you healed your opponent.
Okay, but did you see the part where, like, do you know what my deck did, right? Did you see, like, the actual...
You do the combo of you attack your muscle medic into your own guy, and then muscle medic says any damage you would heal instead, so you crash into step, you heal a bajillion.
Do you not think that's cool?
That's sick as fuck. It didn't happen, though. If you had done that and not played Upstart, you probably would have gotten first place, because that's sick as fuck. But you didn't do the combo.
Okay, so I've talked you up to first place because you said third place like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I said if you didn't play Upstart.
True.
Okay, but do you understand that I was going to do that? Okay, fine. Upstart, my bad.
Okay,
I saw a name in the Twitch chat that I didn't...
Why? Okay, I can get behind the judge being mad about Upstart, but I personally don't really see the problem with Upstart. Upstart is just a card that essentially is a card draw. And it just has a side effect. That side effect is healing the opponent. Nowhere in his prompt did he say you're not allowed to heal the opponent. Right? I don't understand. It's like playing Pot of Greed. But like, Pot of Greed is banned. So we're playing Upstart. Right? It was just the judge trying to make a rule after he already gave the prompt. You can't just like tack on rules, right? I don't know. I feel like Upstart is a normal card. You'll see it in other decks, right? Sure, it might not have been the best run for this prompt, but it was just kind of silly. Like, I'm sorry, like, if I want to search a couple extra cards, I might throw it in, like, whatever. The fact that it heals the opponent is just a downside to you drawing cards. It's not like breaking the rules or anything. So the fact that these rules were inserted specifically for him too. The judge didn't go to everyone else's Twitch channels or whatever when this was live being like, by the way guys, new rule, you're not allowed to heal the opponent. It's not allowed. That's just something that happens in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sometimes, right? Like, for example, Pep, right? Pep, you want the life point difference. So maybe you heal the opponent a little bit to increase that life point difference. It's just, whatever. Like, it's just how the deck plays. I don't really get it. They didn't make a ban list? No, they are keeping with the standard. They agreed after the first few episodes that they were going to go with the standard ban list. Unless they agree otherwise. That say, like, hey, we're going to play this or this. Yeah. Like, I don't know. It's like sometimes it's part of the combo. I can completely understand. Sometimes it's just a bad card, right? Like, sometimes, like, I would play... If you played a card that, like, oh, I want to draw and I healed myself. He would be mad because it's like, you healed yourself first. Like, I don't get it. I don't really get it. It's not like it's not a super powerful card either or anything.
Recognized, and I didn't trust
It's
it.
not even about if I said it or not. Just you should have thought, why am I healing my opponent? You can just play chicken game or something.
Yeah, technically you
don't
didn't
need
choose to heal the
draw
opponent.
one card by
It's
giving
just
your
a
opponent
side
life
effect
points.
of
in the
wanting to
game
draw
about giving yourself
cards.
life points.
Okay, fine. You know what?
That's
I feel
what
like we're
I'm
being
saying.
distracted from the real villain of this.
Didn't he
How
just
did MVP
complain
get anything that
that
doesn't last?
Farfa
Please, I
didn't
need to
have
understand
enough
this.
search or
I didn't say that
whatever,
he
or
cheated.
he didn't have a consistent
Okay,
enough
even if he
combo?
wasn't cheating, what was so
But
he
interesting about
put
his
it
deck? It was just
upstart
Nothing.
to help
Nothing.
that.
The only one that was kind of interesting was
to
Doug.
help search.
So why did MVP get second?
Because Gage didn't do anything. He did the opposite of what I wanted. And he actually followed the prompt. He healed. He took damage and then he healed. So like, there's only two people who did the prompt.
Is it
Okay,
really
says
just the
he
fact
did
that
prompt.
Gage
I mean,
was
he
like-
the worst of the two.
Wasn't
Okay,
Gage
that's
like,
your decision.
look,
not a
George,
completely
look, I
terrible,
healed.
I'm not even mad that Doug got first. I'm not even mad that you like Gage's thing. That's fine. I'm just really upset that you thought I was last. But worse than that, you thought MBT's deck was cool.
No, I just said I
Yeah.
don't think it was cool. But
Yeah.
it just did the prompt.
Yeah.
Okay, but why did you put him last then?
I don't
Because
really
it
care
did
about
the
the other
prompt.
two
Okay,
either,
but
but
yeah,
I
okay,
also
so here's the
understand
thing.
Farfa's
MBT
crash
actually
out.
healed, so
That
he
MBT
got
didn't do
more
anything.
points than the people who didn't heal.
No, okay,
Am I
but
supposed to like, just assume, oh, well, they wanted to heal even though they didn't do it, therefore I should give them points? No, you didn't do it.
okay, but do you understand?
So in this ideal world where everyone is following the prompt according to him, everyone should just play Aromatherapy. Everyone should play Arrow Mage. Right? Because it's not an interesting deck, but it fulfills exactly what you're talking about. I don't understand. So take a little bit of damage first, hurt yourself a little bit first, and then heal yourself back up. Wow, we all have like 10,000 life points. Yay! The prompt is done. Perfect. And just a mirror match rank. That's it. If you're rewarding that, if you're rewarding the zero thought process behind the deck building, then that is the end result that you say you want, that you are expecting, that your prompt is like, you know, building up towards. I don't get it. I don't really understand. Why are you rewarding it? I would put him last. I'm not saying Doug did great. I'm not saying Farfa and the others did great either. They all had their flaws, obviously. But at least they cooked it, right? Like, they admit, like, some of them were like, oh yeah, I didn't read this part, or like, oh, I didn't do the combo correctly, right? But, like, they had a thought. They added certain cards in because they were like, okay, I'm gonna go from this to this. They didn't import a deck. I don't understand that part. You just want to play a match? A mirror match? Is that what you wanted? For people to play a mirror match? I don't know. Huh?
Understand that, like, there is technically fulfilling the prompt, which doesn't necessarily make it fun or interesting. And then there's making the prompt actually entertaining, right? So you can technically fulfill the prompt, but that doesn't make it cool or fun or interesting, right?
Why he got less than Doug? Doug fulfilled the prompt and was a little more interesting with it. So
But
he
I'm talking
got-
about Joseph here. I'm not mad about Doug.
Well, that's why Doug got higher than Joseph.
I don't mind
Joseph
Doug,
got
but why
higher than
Joseph?
you because he actually followed the prompt. You
But
guys,
that's what I'm saying.
followed
Yes,
the
he
prompt.
technically
You
followed the prompt, but it was
were
boring.
Your guy's shit was boring
It's
too.
like my
Your
prompt is
guys-
spaghetti.
My combo was sick as fuck.
And
You're
you
contradicting yourself.
just made a
If you
spaghetti.
did it,
No,
it would have been
no
sick as fuck.
extra.
But you didn't do it.
Nothing
Like, all
else
you
on
did was
top.
It's
just
not
heal
my
yourself
fault.
and
I didn't
then
do
someone
it.
else made spaghetti.
How is it my fault?
But they
What am I
put in
supposed to
like
judge
an
you on?
ingredient you
Maybe
didn't
follow it,
like. They
maybe
put
you
in
don't. I
like
don't know.
olives.
I can't judge you on something you
And
didn't
you're like,
do.
I'm sorry, the plain spaghetti
Blame me for
person
leaving.
beats you
How am I
because I
supposed to judge
hate
something that you
olives.
didn't actually do though?
I mean, fair enough, but also, like, I don't know how it's my bad that Gage decided to just walk away.
I'm not saying it's your fault,
All right,
but
fair enough.
it's,
Right, well,
it's what happened.
Thank you for judging. It was a fun experience. Yeah,
I
no,
was
this is
sad
great.
with no
Recommend doing it
sincerity.
in the cuck chair out in the middle of a parking lot.
That caught me off guard. I'm not gonna lie. I did not expect that.
Thank you.
The
All right,
video
have a
was
good one, buddy.
interesting,
Take
I
care.
guess.
You too.
What a nice young man.
He just ends with "what a nice young man." there was no sincerity.
All right.
There's no sincerity. That's like, okay, like, I briefly used to work in a Disney store. Not at Disney. Just in one of the Disney retail stores. And what you say to an irate customer that you can no longer help, but you cannot be rude to? Have a magical day. And then leave. Exact same vibe right there. so funny. Oh. Did he really make a video for his fan base to harass the judge? No, no. He has his own... This is just his ongoing channel. This is just how he is as a streamer. He doesn't intend for anyone to harass other people. But he really, 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 really needs people to see his point. And perhaps those people that agree with him will help him find a sense of peace with how things go and how the rulings turn against him. You know? You know, he just wants to be right. He doesn't want consequences. He just wants validation. And that I can understand. You know? He just wants to go thank you for seeing my side. And someone out there is hearing what I'm trying to say. Someone out there is taking the time to look into my arguments and not just think I'm whining and think I have a point. Now, I still think he's whining, okay? He's 100% still whining. But I also think he has a point. I mean, the others also are whining sometimes, but not to his magnitude. I think the others could have crashed out more too, but they choose not to. Either because they don't care that much, or they don't have an ongoing campaign against them, putting them forth. Or they are just okay. They're just accepting of their mediocrity in certain episodes, you know? Out of curiosity, is there like a running total for the amount of like, I don't know, first places people have gotten? Has he ever gotten first? I don't think I've ever watched an episode where he's gotten first. And is he like triumphant? Is it like rain after a drought? Is he like kissing the ground? Once? Doug probably has the most points somehow. Really? Doug? For playing it safe? Right in the middle, I guess? I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, he did plug out first once. 3 first, maybe? Ooh. He cares too much about it? Yeah, for sure. I mean, I too crash out on stream. Right? Like, I'm like, oh my god, this was so BS. This duel was so BS. Or the odds were so stacked up against me. But at the end of the day, it's mostly like, there's no person at the end of my ire, right? So I think it's funny. It's like an experience we all have together as the, you know, like, you guys witnessing my unlucky break and me moulding at my own decisions and the hand that I drew. But I'm not being like, okay, the other person is stupid. They don't deserve anything nice ever. Well, even if I say that, at the end of the day, I keep playing this game. So really, who's the fool? The only problem with his whining is that there are indeed other people, and other people might take it too seriously. It's not really the 4 of them. At the end of the day, they agree to this. They are adults. They're making money. They're making funny content. We watch and laugh along with them. It's if the fandom actually gets mad about it that it causes drama. If they don't understand that it's funny or it's supposed to. It's at the end of the day like we're gonna fall asleep, and it'll be all over. It was just a few Yu-Gi-Oh matches, whatever, right? Like, big deal. It's not that fair. It's like playing a meta that you don't like, right? Like right now we can criticize Bean Smith, we can criticize how samey the meta is in Master Duel. We can hope for it to improve. We can give valid criticism and feedback and ask Konami, hey, can we please improve it? But like, we're not sending them hate and we're still playing the game, right? So playing against a cheater. True, but he's not like... It's hard because it's his own show. Who's to say he's cheating? I think he's being boring. Right? I don't think he's playing to the spirit of the show. As Farfa has explained, I don't think he's cheating. It's his own show. He can do whatever he wants. None of the others came to a gentleman's agreement with a contract saying, oh, you're not allowed to just use a dick. I think the judge should have taken that into account and said it like loses him points, but it's not like cheating. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. F you, but see you tomorrow. How dare you beat my deck, my beloved pet deck that I put so much love into. See you next week. Let's try it again. Exactly. I will be so mad if someone beats me in like a board game, but I'm still gonna want to play later. I'll get over it. Just let me be dramatic first. You might even wish them a magical day. True. Yeah. I mean, the point is, at this point, at episode 16, the fact that they haven't organized or changed things in the show just shows that this is his goal. If MBT truly cared about the criticism and saw that it was detrimental to the way the show is organized, he would change it. It is 100% within his power. This is his show. The fact that he's continuing this means it is deliberate. He's thought this through. He's a smart man. Everything he has done so far, from organizing this to continuing this to allowing all of these crash outs, allowing Farfa, allowing the drama, allowing the reacts. This is deliberate. He's curating this in response. I can only conclude based off of these videos, this is entertainment for him. He thinks people come back for this exact reason. He is prodding the beehive every time with Farfa to see how far he can poke. Okay, that's my belief anyway. I think he's too smart. You know, I think he sees that the views increase the bigger the crash out is, because it's a funnier episode. Like, you guys are telling me, oh, watch this episode because he crashes out. It's funny. You're not telling me, oh, go watch like the episode where they did a really normal deck and it was sort of worked and sort of didn't. It was a little janky, but it's okay. Like, right? The drama sells. It's like reality TV. It's like MasterChef. Gordon Ramsay didn't get famous because he was polite to everybody that was on his show. Come on, right? But it's smart. It's funny. At the end of the day, it doesn't bother us. If anybody like is truly bothered by this series, maybe it's not for you. Please don't take it personally. Right? At the end of the day, we were just like eating popcorn, watching tea, and seeing other people like at each other's throats, doing things that like we think is entertaining. Maybe we would have tried it ourselves. Maybe we wouldn't have. Now we know what the end result is, right?